Trev, where does that rate as far as comeback victories for you?
Yeah, that was pretty damn good. I think halfway through the third quarter, I think we were down by 11 or 12, and it really was a turning point. Do we, get back into touch and distance, or it could have been a blowout? And I thought our guys really stood up. There was a period there where I think we hit 3 threes in a row, and that crowd was sensational. Absolutely lifted the guys to another level. So very pleasing how we finished since we haven't played for 2 weeks.
What do you put the turnaround down to? Because the first 3 quarters, you just didn't look your usual slick selves.
Well, we haven't played for a couple of weeks, so that's probably took that first half to get into the intensity level. You cannot practice as much as you like, but the intensity level's not duplicated in practice. So, look, I thought we persevered. Things weren't going really our way, and it was a game that we persevered and stayed what we needed to do, and we found a weakness there at the end and really attacked it.
What was that weakness? Because you started to press a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, no, we came back a little bit. We pressed in the first half and it wasn't working for us, and it was more so our defence. Holding a team like that to 8 points in the last quarter is a real accomplishment.
Yeah, on a sadder note, what's the news on Kelvin?
Yeah, it's the same knee. Look, he has to get scans on Monday. So hopefully it's only the meniscus, but we won't know until we get the scan.
Didn't look good initially with Cam just sort of immediately saying it's over, his game's over.
Yeah, well, it was kind of similar situation at the Dragons. It was the same man that was driving to the bucket, and he had Galen coming down on him, so it was, fingers crossed that it's not as bad as we think.
How's he feeling? Is he shattered?
Oh, look, he's very disappointed. Yeah, very disappointed. Cal puts his heart and soul into the Crocodiles. He's played the second most games in this organisation, and to have 2 knee problems in 2 years is a heartbreak for any elite athlete.
What have you taken from this game? What's to work on?
I really loved our resolve out there. It was a resolve to get the job done, even though the circumstances weren't beneficial for us. And our mental toughness is real good, and we've got to keep improving. We're evolving as a team. Guys are starting to click together, and that's the fun part, and we've got to continue to do that.
Standout performances for you in the show?
Oh, the old fella did it right here too. He won shoot around today too, so he was. I didn't want to take him out. We subbed him in at the start of the third quarter. I think did he come out again? She's bad assistants telling me that. But look, he was outstanding. Roland was dominating the boards, a couple of tip-ins, and Corey, we were able to free him up a little bit after our threes started dropping. So it was some guys really stepped up to the plate.
Stephen, you've been involved in some pretty good wins, but where does that rate for yourself?
Yeah, definitely pretty high. I mean, we were struggling in that first half. Trevor said a bit of time off, which I think is going to help us in the long run, but probably hurt us a little bit early. But one thing that I'm so proud of this team is our effort. And even though we've turned the ball over a bit at times, once we started to get clicking a little bit offensively with our effort, the game started to change. Different guys were hitting shots, making plays. And it was the crowd was rocking. Defensively, we were good. That on-ball screen which they ran, they really hurt us with last time. And tonight we did a great job, I thought, out of that. So yeah, it was a great win.
What was that conversation after third quarter that really made you pump?
I don't think it was anything specific. I mean, we.
Oh, it was great motivation, of course. Try and dog a bone every now and again, Steve.
We just kind of said, we were down, but we knew we were still in it. We knew if we kept rolling, we were still well and truly in it. And we did. I think we hit about 4 threes in a row. We got our tails up, and they were really tentative. A few of the guys just stopped looking to score, and they seemed to just be settling for that on-ball screen, and nothing was coming out of it. So it was good.
Is it a real momentum kicker for you guys, beating the team that's coming first and obviously have had the wood on you so far this season?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're playing some pretty good, building some pretty good momentum before this little break we've had. So I was a little nervous, I guess, as to how if it was going to affect us a little bit. But that's another good win. We've got another sort of 8-day break, play another game, and then there's another big break before we hit it hard. So we've got to make sure we keep working hard at practice, keep coming out and getting the results. But we are looking good, there's no doubt about it, but we've got to keep improving from here.
What about the crowd in the last quarter, Trev?
That was sensational. When the game was on the line, and to have 4,600 screaming out loud and really supporting the guys, everybody gets a lift.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the threes seem to go in and don't touch the ring, and the referees might call the foul our way, and it's quite enjoyed that. Okay, thanks guys. Have a great new year.
And you, well done, mate.
Cheers.
Well done.
Rob, 3 quarters, you're on top. What happened in the end?
The Hungary team won. And when it really counted, I think it was a situation they got a sniff. I thought we played great basketball for 3 quarters, and we got smashed on the glass. And there's always a correlation. Whoever wins the rebound count generally wins the game. And it's a situation where they kept coming at us, and they knocked down some threes and got their tails up. I think if they missed the threes, I think we could have gone forward. But this is a confidence game, and unfortunately, I think it was a similar game last time. I thought that the Crocs were the best team last time we played, and we got them down the stretch. I think it was the same. I think we were the best team tonight, but when we counted, they were too good for us.
What do you put? Sorry, go.
New Year's, great crowd. Does that work against you as well?
Oh no. You expect to have a great crowd when you come here, and you knew we were going to get heckled, and I think it was fantastic for Townsville when they nailed some through. The crowd was incredible. It was just great for Townsville tonight.
From the players' perspective, I think Trevor or Stephen before was just saying they could feel you guys got tentative once they got on a bit of a roll. Could you feel that from your perspective?
While we were out there, I didn't feel tentative, but I mean, you score 8 points in 4 quarters, something's not going right. In the 4th quarter, sorry, something's not going right. But yeah, we've got to be able to get a lead and continue building it. It can't be taking the foot off the pedal. It's got to be crashing the boards, getting the ball inside, getting to the free throw line. And the end result, if we don't do that, we score 8 points and look pretty ordinary in a quarter, and that's where the game was there to be won. And I mean, 6.5 minutes to go, I think we're up 7, and we knew the next 3 minutes would probably determine the outcome of the game. And they come out and hit 2 big threes from plays that we'd scouted. So they came out, ran their plays, got good scores, and down the end we couldn't execute properly. But I didn't feel tentative.
I suppose that you hit the 3 right on 3/4 time to take out to 11. Do you sort of take your foot off the pedal, do you think, in hindsight?
You'd hope not. You'd hope that we're a good enough team that we can get to 11 and realise that this game is far from over. We're up by more against the Gold Coast. We let up and lost to them. You shouldn't make the same mistake twice. Unfortunately, we haven't. We've got 2 losses because of it. So we'd like to think that if we are to build a lead against another opposition, that we can build on that lead even if it's only 1 quarter to go.
What about Young, former Croc, new recruit? What do you think of his play tonight?
Oh, he was okay. He doesn't have any game legs at all, and we played him limited minutes, and we really didn't know how we were going to put him in the rotation and things like that. But I think right now we are 10 deep, and it's going to be a situation where players aren't performing, they just simply won't play. And that's just the way it's going to be. We've got 10 games to go in the season, and our aim is to make the playoffs, and we've got to toughen up and handle it and just keep moving forward.
But you wouldn't expect to get that sort of points production from the bench and lose a game in many games, would you?
I looked at it, Drew had 16, Damo 17, Jesse 13, and our leading players, our captain, not 9 points is pretty disappointing. Change to 6 points, and it is disappointing that you don't have, more of the senior players doing that. But at the same time, I'm pretty encouraged that we've got these young guys that are producing.